Zombies is, and hopefully always will be, the place for us to just let loose regardless of what we're doing in other modes. Because Zombie really kind of started off as a bonus mode and has turned into a full-blown game really on the disc now. There was artistic overflows as well. Zombies this time is 1930s, 1940s style film noir aesthetic, set in Morgue City. That's not an ominous name, is it? Set in Morgue City, built on two architectural styles, Art Deco and Art Nouveau. And that's the masculine and feminine architectural styles. And I did that because I put male and female in the campaign for the first time. And we have 4 broken characters in the true film noir style. So they're not good people. We see each of them trying to get ahead in their lives by essentially killing people in different ways. And then we're introduced to a character called the Shadow Man. When you say film noir, and when you talk about broken characters, we all kind of have just certain common knowledge in our minds about what that means. And these actors are experts at their craft, so they can just go straight into it. Jeff Goldblum plays the magician Nero. Like anything you've ever seen him on movies doesn't even scratch how much energy that man has. I'm in my mid-30s. That guy did the whole day, bounded out at the end of it, and we were all exhausted on the mix table, and he's just full of energy. Heather Graham, she plays a burlesque dancer who should be in the movies, but hasn't kind of quite made it yet. It can get a little bit hot under the collar for her because she's a woman who's very much in control, and she just jumped in, did those slides, and we were like, oh, thank you. And she went further as well. We were like, oh my gosh. We then have Floyd Campbell, played by Ron Perlman. One of his first lines to us was, why do you pick me? We said, because if a zombie apocalypse ever happens, we're going to Ron Perlman's house. And he was like, fair enough. And he'd always wanted to be a boxer. He said in his career he'd never got the chance to play the boxer. I swear, it's like he had this character sitting in his head for 20 years, and he just went, this is my boxer. I get to do my boxer. And he just did it. It was fantastic. A lot of actors will stand up and be very kind of verbose in their actions and their movements. Ron just had this intense kind of holding over the microphone and just giving it. And the levels are coming through, and you're like, oh, that's a bit chilling, that. And then we have Neil McDonough, who plays the corrupt cop. And he's a guy who's kind of taking bribes and giving bribes to get ahead in the world. He taught me swear words that I didn't know, and as an Englishman, I take pride on knowing a good variety of swear words. He started shouting, do you know who I am? I'm Jack Vincent. And we were just blown away, but I was like, yeah, let's do more and more of that. And so his character kind of has this kind of arrogance, and he got that from the character, the kind of guy who's a cop who's going to take bribes, has a certain kind of edge to him, and he just nailed it absolutely straight away. They're all fantastic. I know that sounds very Hollywood of it. Oh, they're all wonderful, but they all were wonderful. They all came in and brought a different energy into the recording studio.